Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing awesome. So what I have for you is I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on the look that I have here and a first impression on the Bare Minerals Pure Brightening Serum Foundation, so the new liquid foundation. So it's supposed to be tone correcting, created with exceptional purity in mind. This ultra thin skin perfecting fluid provides, I can't even read today, provides seamlessly adjustable coverage, a natural finish with the look and feel of beautiful skin while delivering a noticeably brighter, more youthful appearance. Made with the bare minimum ingredients and formulated without oil, silicone, parabens, or fragrance. Like nothing you've ever felt before. Ah! So basically it's supposed to be like magic. So if you would like to see my first impression and tutorial, stay tuned. Alright, so it says it's supposed to shake it really well, so just gonna shake your bottle, like that, what was it, Nestea? Not Nestea, Crystal Light, shake your bottle, anyway, Crystal Light, yeah. Now, it doesn't come with a brush, so you have to actually buy it separately. So my color is Bare Porcelain 01, basically the whitest that color range that they make. I didn't buy the brush because honestly any sort of kabuki or like flat top brush will do, and as long as it's synthetic fibers so it doesn't soak up all of your product. But I'm going to be using this brush from Claire's. Really soft. I use this for my foundation actually all the time. It buffs it on really nice. So I'm going to be using this brush instead of the Bare Minerals whatever brush because I don't want to buy it. So it's a very thin formula. So I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand and then I will take it from my hand to my face. And I did wash my hands. Alright, so kind of drops out. I have a good amount of product on here. I'll put a little bit more. And as for smell, it kind of has a smell already. It says it's supposed to be unscented, but I think it's lying. So I'm going to take a little bit of this on my brush and start buffing this onto my face. Yeah, it has a smell, for sure. I mean, it feels really lightweight, so that's good. I'm just interested to see how buildable it's going to be. So if you can see one side as opposed to the other. So I have this side with the Bare Minerals, and then this side all natural. So it's looking pretty good. I do like a little more full coverage. Gonna wear makeup, you know, I wanna look good. So I'm gonna do a few more drops on the back of my hand, and we'll do the other side, and then I'm gonna go in and see if we can't just add more to it. And I was really surprised that the color wasn't too dark for me either. So you definitely need a few drops, but it's really thin and it's lightweight, so. But it definitely has a smell. It smells like cheap makeup. Like when you're like 7 and you get that Barbie with the makeup in its dress and you spin the dress and it has all the different makeups. I had that Barbie and I miss it. I'm gonna find it and post a picture of it. 90s kids, you'll know what I'm talking about. So my skin, it looks really glowy, to be honest. So this is not too bad. I'm gonna add a little bit more. So we'll see how it layers. That's what I'm curious about, because it is kind of a medium to light coverage. And this bottle is not easy to squeeze out. Can I just say it's really hard. So it's just like, ugh. It's a finger workout. I mean, it definitely gives you like a dewy finish. But the only thing is I feel like I look oily to me because I prefer that matte finish. It looks kind of dewy, but it builds well. I feel like it looks good. So I think it'll be better once oh my gosh, I didn't even prime my face. Okay, well I skipped the primer on this one. Okay, well we'll see how it really holds up without a primer. So that'll be the true test. It's not looking too bad. I'm going to take a little bit of that on my finger and kind of use this maybe as a concealer. So I got some of that on my finger, dab some of that off. I'm just going to pat this under my eyes. And it's actually doing a pretty good job. So I'm going to kind of go through with my fingers and make sure that I rub it in because it is still it's still wet. I think this would be great for people with dry skin because it's so moisturizing. I don't know what's in it, but it's really moisturizing. So you ladies and gentlemen, whoever, with dry skin, I think that this would be good for you guys. So what I'm going to do now that I am kind of happy with the results, but I'm going to go ahead and set it with a translucent powder just so I can make sure I keep my color because this is a little bit darker. So I'm going to be using the Airspun Original Loose Powder. I have been so excited to try this stuff, and I hate going to Walmart, but this is the only place I know I can get it. So I went to Walmart and I got it. And my color in this is the Naturally Neutral, so basically the lightest color that they have. Looks a little like this, comes with a little shifter, so it's so full I'm actually just going to dab my brush into it and it'll pull it up with the hairs. And then I'm just going to set this foundation with my Airspun Loose Powder. And I'm not going to brush it on, I'm literally going to press it on. Because I want a really matte finish because that's what I prefer personally. So I'm going to show you one side of the face done as opposed to the other side. Okay, so as you can see, this is the side with the pressed powder. Okay, and then as you can see, the more of a dewy finish. So if you have dry skin, leave it with a dewy finish because that'll really give you a nice look, especially if you like the dewy finish, or just take the matte and buff it here and leave that dewy finish under your eyes, even though I wouldn't do that. But if you have dry skin, it'd be fine. But I am gonna go ahead and press this side. So it's not looking too bad. I kind of like the way it looks on me. I'm just curious to see how it holds up throughout the day because it is so slick. Ugh. I have a little mustache here. Maybe? No, I definitely have. I have a mustache. Look. Ew. I'll be plucking those. Gross. So that's it for the powder. So today's me and Ben's 2-year anniversary. And I think we're going to go out to dinner tonight or something. Somewhere casual, but I'm excited. So I'm going to be doing a simple eye today because that's his favorite. And I want to be beautiful for him today. He's not really down with my bright looks. He doesn't like them at all, so I mean, he loves me, so it's okay. Anyway, so I'm going to prime my eyelids with my e.l.f. eyelid primer, and this one is the pearl shade, so it's not clear. So it's white and it's got some shimmer to it, which is cool. Okay, so for the eyeshadow, I'm going to be using my Costal Scent Smoky palette. Not doing any crazy colors, but it still does have some nice neutrals that I honestly haven't used yet, so I kind of wanted to use them. For the highlight, I'm just going to be using my traditional, the one I always use. It's just kind of a round condensed brush. I'm be getting some of that matte white color. I'm just going to use this as my highlight. And I'm also going to place this on my inner corners as well. Just keep them nice and bright and fresh. And I'll just pull that underneath just a little bit. Bring it just up into the corner of your eye. And with the same brush, I'm just going to go in and grab this kind of it's like a tan color with gold flecks in it. I've never used this color. We'll see how it holds up. So I'm just going to put this on my lid. I don't know that it's really doing much, but hair's getting in my armpit. Ugh, that's when you know your hair is long, when it's creeping into your armpits and gets stuck in your deodorant. Ugh. So I'm going to be taking my blending brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to take, ooh, that's a nice neutral color. This kind of a neutral brown gray here. This is another one I haven't used. So I'm going to get that on my brush and just get that on the outer V. Just to kind of darken it up just a little bit, not make it too dark. I don't know if it's really showing up. And I'm going to run that along my crease too. And just pull that up into my highlight color, so just like rainbow motions. Like that. Just a very subtle darker, and it's a very neutral brown. It's not very warm at all, which is nice for this. It looks more of like a natural shadow color. Now I'm just going to take whatever's left of my brush and just kind of pull that under my lash line again. Now I'm going to take one more color, just a teeny bit of this. It's kind of a really pretty brown, shimmery brown right here. A little bit of that and just throw that into my crease just on the outer side. Just to give it a little bit more definition. And it'll warm it up just a little bit too, which is good. Alrighty, so that's looking really natural. That's really all I want to do on the eyes. Alrighty, so I'm going to take a small angled brush little brush I have right here. And I want this to look really natural, so I'm going to grab some of this black, a traditional matte black shade right here, and I'm just going to kind of pat that into my lash line just to give me some more definition, but not make it too crazy looking. I just want it to look really soft. But it's very pretty and soft. And now I will do some mascara. So I'll be using my Clinique High Impact Mascara in black. And I'm just going to do a nice thick coat. And now I'll do the other eye, so that just looks really pretty and natural. Alright, so now I'm just going to do a little coat, just a really thin kind of coat on the bottom lashes just to accentuate them, but I don't want them to be, you know, super dark. I just want it to be nice and soft. Alrighty, so the eyes are done. And overall, this foundation, it looks really nice. So I'm going to do my bronzer, just a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Bronzer in Warm Tan with an Ulta contour brush, my fave, and just kind of get a little bit of that bronzer and make my contour colors. Like I got a little foundation in my hair. Righto. And just take what's left on my brush and run that around my forehead, and now I'll really just buff in that bronzer. Alright, so for my blush, I'm going to use the Ulta Cheek Color in Afterglow, and it's just a nice natural peachy color. So let's start that on top of my contour color. And just bring that out to the apples of my cheek. My powder brush, and just kind of buff that out. It's all about the buffing, people. It really is. Alrighty, so for just a little bit more color, I'm going to be using two blushes. I'm going to be using, it's kind of a blush and kind of a highlight, I don't really know. But it's the Reflection Shimmer Palette Center Stage in Rose Champagne Glow. Yeah, this one, kind of light, so I'm going to take a little bit of that and just kind of run that along the tops of my cheekbones and pull that into the apples of my cheeks just for that nice little golden glow. Just kind of like a really light color, like more so of a highlight, even on me. More so of a highlight than a blush, especially on darker skin tones. Now for the lips, I'm just gonna put more on, but I'm just using it's a Baby Lips. I don't know what color it is because it doesn't say on the package, but it's Baby Lips and it's like a coral color. It looks really orange here, but it's more so a coral, but a nice coral lip. So that's nothing crazy, but I just really wanted to focus on just showing the Bare Minerals Bare Porcelain Foundation. So again, I think it'd be great for drier skin, and I have oily combinations, so we'll see how this holds up throughout the day, but it looks great. I mean, I did have to do 2 layers of it, but that's okay. It's thin enough to where I feel like with me layering on top of it, it doesn't bunch up and it doesn't like settle in my pores once I do that second layer. So I like it. It still has a smell. I can literally smell it on my skin right now. And I don't know, I'm hoping that that kind of fake makeup smell will go away, but we shall see. So, and as for the brush, putting this on with this brush was fine. So I don't think you need that foundation brush that comes with it. So if you have any type of flat brush or kabuki brush or some sort of fluffier brush, that it will go on just fine with that brush. So I don't think it's that bad, and the color actually matched my skin, so that is a winner in itself because that never happens. But so far I do like the Bare Minerals, so I'll see how it holds up, and I'll put a little section down below as in it'll say later ... and I'll put in an explanation in a few hours and tonight of how I actually like it. But thank you guys for watching. I hope this was interesting. I know that the makeup was just kind of simple, but I just really wanted to see how this looked. So if anybody else has used this and has something to say about it, please let me know, because I'm curious to what everybody else thinks and whether you feel like it's worth purchasing or not. And it's not super expensive. I believe it was $28. Have a beautiful day. I love you guys.